New at 6, being on the opposite end of a taser or police dog is something no one wants, and officers say that's why it's so effective.
And as serious as that can be, anyone who uses those tools should know what it's like. News 9's Nick Robinson continues with his Citizens Academy training and gives us a closer look.
My classmates and I are coming down the home stretch of Citizens Academy, and this week we learned all the tools and tricks that officers use to catch the crooks. Sometimes officers can't get people to comply, and sometimes people attack them. In that case, they use tools like tasers and pepper spray to protect themselves and arrest the suspect. And since the effects of pepper spray last much longer, officers had us practice with tasers instead. Pat Keller was the first to volunteer, but not because he wanted to.
I did not want to volunteer, but nobody else was going to, and I thought we all needed to see what it was.
And even though the shock itself only lasted about 5 seconds, Keller said it felt like a half an hour, and that he wouldn't recommend it to anyone else.
I learned that if you're ever stopped by the police, do not resist, because getting tased really is uncomfortable.
But when tasers and pepper spray aren't enough, officers rely on their four-legged friends to find suspects in drugs and protect their partners at all costs. Canine Officer Jeremiah Ballou showed us what his dog Barry can do.
They're their weight in gold. They are irreplaceable assets, something that takes regular officers to search for hours, it takes them minutes.
And while getting tased and pepper sprayed aren't pleasant feelings, he said that officers only try to use them as a last resort.
We take every step to minimize any type of injury to us as officers and to any type of suspects that we encounter.
And that most times, just pulling them out are enough to de-escalate the situation. And next week, we'll learn from the EMS professionals on how they save lives. In Stevens Point, Nick Robinson, News 9, WAOW.